Hey everyone, this is Senior Stationery, and this review is gonna be on the cross click uh, gel and ballpoint pens. Thank you, Mr. Lego Man. So Cross, after many years of having the Century ballpoint, which was their iconic style and has always worked on a twistable mechanism, they made a very similar shaped pen and budget, not too expensive, called the Click. If you notice, um, these pens, they basically have the same shape, except that they finally added a clicker. So they made a huge change after many years of having mostly or only twistable mechanism pens into now a clickable pen, as you can see. They launched this line of budget click pens, gel pens actually, the Click. This is the Click one. This is the first generation, which came with their new rollerball gel refill. This pen on the original run came this all solid black, gray, like a matte, no, what, a matte chrome color, and an all white, a turquoise color, as well as a pink, a light blue, an orange, and I believe also a blue, which is not like a navy or dark blue but a sort of lighter blue, and as well as a red. So I believe those were the first ones. The only difference was the barrel of the color of barrel, but it had the same black clicker and the black toned black metal clip. On the back it has, as you can notice, cross. On this one has cross printed in white or silver, maybe, I'm not sure. Over here we have also printed, not etched but printed, the logo. The clicker is a black plastic button with a silver line printed on it throughout the whole button, and that's it. Very sleek. There's no difference or anything on its tip. All solid black, has a very nice steel look to it. I personally like this one. This model has been discontinued. They've redesigned it, which is this one, which I will explain later on. So this one was launched as a budget clicker pen from Cross, and this comes with the gel refill, the slim gel refill, which is in both black or blue ink, and it's just one point size. There's no extra fine or maybe needle point, which is a shame. Some of us do really like really fine points, so this is kind of like an average medium gel point, but writes pretty good if you're into gel roller balls. And the shape is very nice. It's still, if you look at it sideways or from any angle, it looks pretty much like a Cross Century, except it's more cheaper, and the convenience of the clicker button, which sounds very solid. If you hear it, sounds very kind of harsh but solid. It's not a squish type or a silent clicker, but a rather noisy clicker. So you know, if it fails, well, it will probably, you will notice it on the sound of it. If we pull out, because you pull out to change the refill, you can see that this is a slim refill, slim gel refill with 0.7 millimeters point. So this was the first one, but then last year on 2016, Cross introduced a redesigned version of this pen. They made a few changes. So here's the same pen, pretty much the same matte all black, except that they made a change. Well, we still have here on the back cross printed in silver, but now you have a chrome ring on the middle. So when you post the top with the bottom, you don't get a full black tone to it, but you get a silver ring in the middle. Now you get a chrome clip, and you get a cross printed logo, similar with the lustrous chrome pens. So this is a nice touch of like a sort of elegant. So this is a budget but still fancy looking pen. There's no difference on the clicker, same type of clicker, same black plastic with a silver ring printed, except so basically they just got a bit more chrome accents compared to the older one. I like this older one for the fact of being fully black as a statement, as an elegant and bold statement, but this one still works nicely as a elegant contemporary statement, considering the chrome accents, as Cross tends to like chrome and gold appointments. So this is a nice touch to it, to modernize it and make it slightly more fancier and not too much of a cheap pen, you know. So it was a nice look to it. The difference with this pen is that now it has the same type of refill as the other one, but this one is a ballpoint. It's not a gel refill. This is the slim ballpoint refill. So they introduced the ballpoint, which is in the same shape as the gel, except for ballpoint. But this being a new introduction, well, so far they just made it in black ink only. I wish they made this in blue ink. That would be really great. I will appreciate that, a blue ink refill. But also a fine ballpoint refill will be even greater, and then I will really love this pen. I have nothing against medium point, but I just feel my handwriting and I feel more comfortable using a fine point. So I hope Cross does launch the same refill in finer points and also in blue ink. That will be even great. But so far it's a nice redesign to this one, the earlier one. I still like to use it both. I had to, since I enjoy collecting pens, well, I had to have this one, the earlier one, which I really like, the full black look to it, very sleek and very discreet. But I also like the elegance, or as a statement with some shine to it with the chrome. It's nice on the clip, which reminds me a lot of the Century pens. And rings also is a nice elegant touch to it, tasteful. But you still get the same reliable click and the full metal body of the pen, which is appreciated. So let's take a look how well these pens write. Let's make a comparison. So this is the Cross Click with gel refill, which is still produced, the gel refill, except that this body has been discontinued. They actually had it on sale on Cross, so it's basically out of production, I believe, unless you buy it online somewhere else. And this is the newer Cross Click with the slim ballpoint refill, which I feel writes pretty much same as the narrow thin ballpoint refills from the Cross Centuries, but somehow I feel this newer refill writes less darker, less blacker than their typical ballpoint refills. So it works well, seems reliable. Some people might like the comfort of gel ink or like the darkness of gel ink, but this ballpoint still works very nice, and it's more likely that you ran less ink compared to the gel. I've heard the gel ink kind of runs more quicker, especially the Cross refill. I used to have a blue ink refill which ran out pretty quickly, so be aware of that. So that's a nice change to it, the introduction of a ballpoint, which the refill I believe should last a long time, same as their thin screwable ballpoint refills. So this is a very nice change, a nice update, kind of a more elegance to it, but I still recommend this, the old one, as a nice discreet bold statement. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit like on the button and remember to subscribe for more reviews. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.